Good morning on a Friday morning, and welcome back to 3 leadership tips in 3 minutes. So what I wanted to start off with, first of all, I'm actually reading a book at the moment called Leadership is Language. And one of the, I'm fairly early on in the book, one of the pieces that caught my eye straight away was talking about the balance between thinking and doing. Now, many of you may know I drive my work on a model called Think, See, Do, and it's about the fact that I think most of us as leaders, business people, spend way too much time doing and not enough time thinking and examining how we see our world and shifting our world. And one of the pieces in the book here, I like it, said the difference between doing and thinking, one of the examples of this is our interaction with the world is doing, improving our interaction with the world is thinking. And that sort of captures my concept a bit as well. I think that we can continually do things and interact with the world, but only when we stand back and examine how we're thinking can we shift that. But also one of the concepts in the book as well, which I think is important, is balancing the thinking and doing. So it's not good to be head down doing things all the time without thinking, but also we can't procrastinate too much either. And we need to move and get things going. And so linking on to that, my second tip of the day is during this particular crisis, understandably, you probably will have had your heads down just trying to get through this and survive through it. But it's an important time to stop, pause, stand back and start looking at your strategy and change it. And also it's important to do this with your people. One of my clients this week, we're arranging some time to pull the team together and do something remotely where we not only share some ideas on how we're going to adapt the strategy that we had at the beginning of the year, but also get some ideas from them and allow them to shape the strategy as well. And I think that's really important. If you're in a business with people, have some time to hit the pause button, reflect on the strategy you had in place before, get some input from them and actually start to reshape the strategy again. And that moves on to my third tip for the day today, which is related a little bit, again, on that theme of collaboration, but in a broader sense, is you will need to be thinking about how you're going to adapt what you do as we go through lockdown continuously, but after lockdown, when we will go into what will be a recession and a different way of working for quite some time. I've again started a new venture with another trainer I've worked with before and get on really well with, and we're looking at a new concept, which I'll tell you about further down the line. But the driving point here is look as a business to see if you can collaborate with others. It may actually be good at this time as well. You may feel very isolated and sort of lonely with it all, particularly if you're a solo business like myself. But actually look to collaborate with other people on ideas, because it could be quite interesting. And the whole idea of 1 + 1 can be greater than 2. So there you go. There's my 3 tips for this week on a Friday. You have a great weekend, and I will see you next week.